Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this eye makeup look right here, kind of like a teal, very dramatic smoky eye type of look, and it's using the new Iluvsarahii Dose of Colors collab, which I will leave all the products that I use from her collab down below. And I really like this collaboration. I think my favorite product probably is the eyeshadow palette. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you want to learn how to get this look, then please keep on watching. So I'm going to start off with my eyes since we are doing a more dramatic look today. I'm going to try to do the eyes first so that we could clean off the fallout without having to ruin the face makeup. So I'm going to start off with the P. Louise base today. I'm just going to apply this on the back of my hand. And I'm gonna apply that with a brush. I know that there's like a certain way you're supposed to use this base. Sometimes it works on me, sometimes it doesn't. I think because I'm pretty impatient when it comes to it. But I'm just gonna use a Sigma E60 large shaded brush. And I'm gonna pat this onto the lid until it gets tacky because we're not gonna be setting it. So for today's palette, we're gonna use the Iluvsarahii Dose of Colors collaboration and also the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. So these are the two that I'm gonna be using today, but the main color is gonna be from this palette over here. So I'm gonna start off with the shade called Loungy, which is this one right here. I'm gonna take an LA Girl 202 crease blending brush. I don't even know if it's called that, but it's just called the 202 brush. And I'm gonna be blending that shade into the crease. Next shade I'm going to use is this one right here called Wanderlust. I'm going to use my Morphe M433 brush to pack that into the crease. So I'm basically going to stamp it on first, and then I'm going to go back in with the brush and blend it out with windshield wiping motions and circular motions. I'm gonna go back in with the Loungy shade and just blend out the edges with the LA Girl 202 brush, just to blend it out and kind of fuse everything together. So now I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I'm going to take this shade right here called Mulberry. I'm going to take a Sigma E25 brush. I'm going to take the color and pack it on the outer V along with the Wanderlust shade so that it looks all blended together. So you can kind of see that it's deepening that outer V a bit, giving it more dimension. So I'm going to take the Loungy shade and blend around the edges as well. It's a lot of going back with the previous shade so that everything's all blendless seamlessly and it doesn't look kind of just like a huge muddy mess. So now I'm going to go in with the lid color. I'm going to go in with this shade right here called Palma. It's this really nice teal shade. So I'm just gonna use my fingers for this because it applies best with it, I think. I'm just gonna pat this onto the lid. So now I'm gonna go in with the shade called Noir from the Soft Glam palette. And I'm gonna be using this color to darken up the outer V. It's kind of too light right now. It's not as dramatic as I would like to be. So I'm just gonna take the Noir shade and pack it on the outer V and just bring it towards the Palma shade so that it kind of blends in together. So I'm gonna blend around it using the Mulberry shade that we used previously. Continue working backwards, gonna go back in with Loungy and then back to Wanderlust. So lots of going back and forth with the same colors that we've been using. So from here is kind of when I look and see if I need more of a pop of color on the lid using more of the Palma. I think I need a little bit. I think it kind of faded away a little bit. So I'm just gonna pack this right back on. You could also use this shade Wet as well, and I'm sure that the payoff will be so intense and gorgeous. I'm just gonna clean up the under eyes. Looks kind of crazy right now. I'm gonna come back to the eyes later to finish it up. I'm gonna get started with the base now. For my primer today, I'm gonna use the Mercier Foundation Primer. I'm gonna apply this to the back of my hand, and I'm going to use my Real Techniques prep brush to apply this to the face. I'm gonna do a little bit of color correcting using the Covergirl True Blend Pre-Touching Palette. I'm just gonna use the green one to correct red spots that I see on my face. So for foundation today, I'm going to just use my NARS Valencia foundation. For the under eyes, I'm gonna color correct first since I have pretty dark under eyes with the Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay, or color corrector, not concealer. But and I'm gonna blend this in with my ring finger. Concealer today, I'm just gonna use my Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer in medium dark neutral. And I'm gonna blend that out using my Makeup Shack brush. For bronzer today, I'm gonna use the Makeup Geek bronzer in Tawny. Blush blush, I'm going to use the Mercier Blush Color Infusion in the shade Peach. So I have been loving wearing two highlighters, if I could speak. A liquid highlighter on the bottom or as a base, and then a powdered highlighter on top. I just feel like it gives such a nice, super duper wet looking glow. So I'm gonna use my favorite right now, the e.l.f. Power Glow highlighter in gold. Just gonna pump this on the back of my hand and apply it on the high points of my cheeks first with a finger, and then blend that out with a damp beauty blender. For the powdered highlighter, I'm going to use the Iluvsarahii Dose of Colors highlighter in the shade called Beige. And I'm just going to apply this with my Anastasia A23 brush. Okay, so that is pretty much it for the face. I'm going to go back to the eyes and finish it up. Just basically smoking out the bottom lash line with the colors that we use for the crease. So Wanderlust, Loungy, those shades. But I also don't want it to be like super black. So I'm not gonna use Noir. I'm just gonna stick with the kind of dark brown shades. So I'm just blending Wanderlust on the lower lash line using a Smashbox full coverage shadow brush. I'm gonna go in with the Marc Jacobs smudge brush now, and I'm gonna take Mulberry and blend that on the lower lash line as well. Since Mulberry is definitely a darker color than Wanderlust, I want this brush because it's gonna be a little bit more precise. So I don't want too dark of a smoky eye on the lower lash line. Okay, so I'm done with the lower lash line. I'm not gonna touch it. I don't like putting eyeliner on the waterline. I just feel like it makes my eyes look way smaller. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes and put some falsies on. Okay, so I just put on my lashes. I'm wearing House of Lashes Radiant lashes. I'm just gonna put some mascara on the bottom lashes now. I'm using the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. This is my favorite, but it gets kind of messy because the brush is kind of big, but I love the way it makes my lashes look on the bottom, so it's worth it. To finish off, we're gonna get started with the lips. I'm gonna use two of the lip products from the Iluvsarahii and Dose of Colors collab, but the one thing that I am going to use that's not a part of the collab is the lip liner, which I'm going to use my current favorite, the Buxom Plumpline lip liner in Undercover. And for the lip color, I'm going to use the color Nude Chica. If you can't tell already, like, these pouty nude lips are totally my thing right now. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with the lip gloss now. This is Brillo. And that completes the look, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do recreate this look on Instagram, definitely tag me. I love this look. It's kind of like a recreation that I did when I first got the collection, and I think I liked it how it turned out this time around. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.